I guess only thing I need really is scissors, I believe. So I already made a video unveiling these awesome braces. If you don't know, every brace I've had has something to do with candy, sweet tooth. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch out some things. So my right knee is the culprit of me wearing a knee brace. Had 4 knee surgeries on it. That's what started everything. So then I just said, might as well wear two. So luckily, I got sponsored by CTi, and it's definitely helped that decision of mine. So. Believe it or not, these are the same braces from day one. They just take them back every year and they revamp them, make them like new again, and then I get to, fortunately, get to choose an artwork. So yeah, I'm very grateful. First thing, I wear a knee cup. So there's one thing I do to that. I don't run this extra padded piece inside of the knee cup. Yeah, obviously I take away some padding there, but with it on, I learned it's definitely, I wear tight pants. It's not as inviting when that is on there. So it's definitely a bit tight when that comes to that. So, but I've been doing it for years. This is still padded in here, but just obviously not as much with that. So it's good enough for me. It gives me the comfort that I like on my knee brace. I don't run this piece, I don't know what you call it, but they come as kind of like a stock situation. This is behind the leg on your calf, and then this is going to be your shin bone. I take this out because I run something called the AMS wrap. So it wraps around, this is the front of the shin, this goes on your shin. This wraps around the calf, kind of hugs. It's almost like another strap on there. I've found that way more comforting than the stereotypical, almost like Y pad that they put on there for stock, I'd say. But that's the awesome thing about CTi, fully customizable. Got way sidetracked, but like I said, my right knee, this is my right one, was the start of the whole thing. So a little bit bigger than my left knee. So I take these pads out, the ones that hug the side of the knee, and I swap them out with the options that they give you. They give you like a small, medium, big. I think they come with the big one on there already, and I drop them down to the little bit smaller size here. That's one thing I do personally for myself. You just take it out of there, grab the new one. I mean, I used to be way overboard on making sure everything was absolutely perfect. And once you start fitting it on your leg too, you know, get an idea for that. And then these, surprisingly, because I mail them back, the straps come somewhat close to how I usually have them. You just gotta undo them a little bit, choke them up, maybe cut off some excess if needed. 2 little lassos in a sense. They loop around the parts that I just exchanged those inner pads on. So this will go right here, and one of the most important anchors is looping around. So I pull it through the front and try to go around the back. Once you get it around one, you move on to the next one. Loop it around the back, pull to the front. And you just kind of gotta, you know, move it around, get it a little settled in, cinched in there. So now that we got it around the knee pad, the insides of your knee pad areas, the next part it's gonna anchor is the top straps here. It's gonna loop around the top, one on each side, loop around the top, and Velcro back to itself. I don't go very tight. I try to give myself some slack because when your knee bends, obviously, it's gonna stretch out a little bit. We got there, 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 there. It's actually 5 anchor points for that knee cup. The last one that I do at the end is this strap down here. It's kind of double-sided. It's gonna Velcro to this, and it also leaves Velcro for the AMS wrap to go on. But one thing I do right here is it goes down here, but it will bother this strap in a sense. It overlaps it, so on and off and moving this around, it creates a problem right there. So that's one thing I take the scissors to, right where this bottom strap goes, and then I'm gonna cut some of this away. Nothing crazy, just kind of eyeball it. Put a cut there, put a cut here, and I'll take it off and do like a bit of a moon shape. Now it's not like I did this on my first brace or even next one. I just slowly realized. So there. See, I basically kind of fit it to accommodate this strap here. That's my goal. That's the reason why I do that. And then the last step. So AMS wrap stays on there, fully intact. I will cut some of this off because I don't need all that to go around my leg. I basically try to get it to have a perfect lay so there's not any overlapping. So this is my existing AMS wrap. You can see the difference. This Velcro piece here, I cut off a little bit, a whole line. I cut that whole top bit off by like 1/4 inch all the way down, because I will pull this tight, usually as tight as I can, to get this AMS wrap on my leg good and holding the brace good. And when I have this strap fully there, this starts to thin out as it stretches, and then this will just kind of like, it'll scratch my leg. So when I get rid of this little bit of extra material, it just avoids any issue of it like not going straight and or hitting my leg. That's the final step. So now the AMS wrap kind of goes almost self-explanatory. I like to get this bottom piece of the wrap to hang, to have some overhang down here, just a little bit further, because then that will dig into my shin and obviously not feel good. So that is my first goal, is I want to make sure this is somewhat even on the down and have some overhang at the very bottom. A little bit of overhang that way your shin bone is happy. So yeah, so now the brace is pretty much done. Like I said, I gotta get rid of this, and that comes from fitting it on my leg. I just kind of fit to my leg a little bit where I see it almost overlapping. I'll cut this off, refit it, and when I put my braces on, that's the first thing to get strapped is the AMS wrap. All the other straps will follow. Yep, AMS is good. So now I will continue with the rest of the straps, make sure their distance is good. If they need altering, there you have it. That is how I set up my CTi knee braces. Thank you guys once again. CTi has now given me, and I'm sure other athlete riders for them, the ability to extend discount codes to friends, family, or just anyone. Being in the medical realm, that was always a hard thing to do, and friends would hit you up and ask about a deal or a discount on something in this realm. You usually have to say, oh, you got to talk to your doctor, get a prescription for it, or whatever avenue you'd have to. It wasn't really easy. So luckily CTi has obviously paid attention and watched for that. So we have a discount code to offer. So if anyone is interested in wearing a knee brace, the deal is for this off-the-shelf knee brace, which is great. I did some of the testing for it. So for off-the-shelf, it's incredible. It's light. I would say it's almost even lighter than these, I believe, but pretty comparable. But the whole knee pad situation is way different and pretty cool. So yeah, it's expensive. It always is. But you're gonna pay for what you get, pay for something good. And also services as well. They take care of their products, and they'll take care of their customers. Like I said, if you're interested, I'll add a link to this video, or it will be, I'm gonna add a little section on my website, on my BMX show website, Wheel Squared. It'll be under the shop category. It'll just be an easy click link, and it'll take you right to the whole code situation. My code's pretty cool, obviously unique, you get to choose your own, but I did CTi candy, because all of my braces have been candy oriented, so I figured that was pretty fitting. So CTi candy will get you a discount on an off-the-shelf knee brace, which will be in the link or on my website. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set up my left one now.